The first point is management inside the THS. They override veterinarians' decisions constantly to put down sick and injured animals, which in the veterinarian's estimation have no chance for survival, and they're suffering and in pain. They do it on a daily basis. It's resulted in countless unnecessary, slow and painful deaths, and it's imperative that the veterinarians be allowed to do their job instead of following medical advice of non-medically trained staff. That's right. Toronto Animal Services rocks! Okay, second point. The THS has a history of not keeping mandatory vaccines in stock. In a shelter environment with a high incidence of distemper, this means death for almost every exposed animal that's left unvaccinated. Countless cats that have contracted and succumbed to distemper while at the THS because they were not promptly vaccinated. The management needs to ensure that there's always ample stock of these medications available. Also, adopting out intact animals. Huge issue. It's a major problem. It's been going on since they closed the spay and neuter clinic. Fixing animals should be a top priority at any humane society, as overpopulation is the reason why so many animals end up there in the first place, and not treating it is highly irresponsible. At any given time, you can walk through the adoption area and find many unsterilized animals to be adopted out. We want the THS to make spaying and neutering every animal adopted out a top priority, and initiate a trap and neuter program for feral cats instead of just releasing them unaltered. Vials are now prohibited from being kept with the animals. This has resulted in missed vaccinations and treatments on a regular basis, incomplete and unsigned lab work, and lost identification of animals, resulting in revaccination and lost medical history. Non-disclosure to adopters leaves them unprepared to care properly for their newly adopted pet, and ultimately also contributes to the high return of adoption. Another issue is the hiring of untrained staff to do medical treatments. Staff hired to do treatments often have no technician qualifications or experience. This means they're not educated in dosing side effects, etc., which is obviously dangerous and can be easily avoided with responsible hiring techniques. Euthanasia of suffering animals is not carried out in a humane and timely manner. The animals are in extreme pain, they're left suffering in their cages, they have no quality of life and live out their last weeks or months, even years, confined to their cage. Lethargic and depressed. This includes animals which require force feeding, sub-Q fluids daily, because they can't eat or drink on their own. Practical and humane standards need to be implemented when assessing each individual animal surrendered to the shelters. Suffering animals with a grave prognosis should be humanely euthanized if a veterinarian recommends it, not left to die in their cage. There are so many issues inside the shelter that could easily be fixed by spending more money, which they do have, on medically trained professionals, addressing the sterilization problem correctly, and making sure that no one other than a veterinarian can make a treatment plan for an animal. No kill does not mean no mercy. That's right! No kill does not mean no mercy! No kill! Please continue to put pressure on the board of directors to put policies in place that make veterinarians in charge of medical decisions at the THS. Thank you.
lemon drops high above the chimney top. That's where you find me, oh, somewhere over the rainbow. Bluebirds fly, and the dream that you did to, oh why can't I? Well, I see trees of green and red roses too. I watch them bloom for me and you, and I think to myself, what a wonderful world. Well, I see skies of blue and I see clouds of white and the brightness of day. I like the dark and I think to myself, what a wonderful world. The colors of the rainbow, so pretty in the sky, are also on the faces of people passing by. I see friends shaking and singing, how do you do? They really say, I love you. I hear babies cry and I watch them go. They'll learn much more than we'll know, and I think to myself, what a wonderful world. Someday I wish upon a star, wake up where the clouds are far behind me, where trouble melts like a lemon drops high above the chimney top. That's where